If you work for an NDIS company or organisation, whether they're small, big, large, extra large, here are some things that you should be entitled to as an employee, especially under the SHADS Award. I'm going to run you through a couple of things. If you're an employee working for someone at the moment, it's really important that you keep an eye out. One of the very first things, and something that I'm very passionate about, maybe too passionate about, is your right to disconnect. So if your employer has an expectation for you to be, I guess, contacting families before shifts, after shifts, or doing any sort of planning, that is paid time and you should be paid for that and compensated for that. But you also, as an employee, have the right to disconnect. So following your booking, you are not required to respond to any communications. If you work a morning shift and then an afternoon shift and have a significant break in between, you should be getting paid a broken shift allowance rate. I think it's around $20 an hour off the top of my head. That is something massive. Under SHADS, you should be getting 99 cents per kilometre that you drive with your participants. I know some companies, they actually lower this so that they can actually profit off your driving. So please make sure that you're getting the full allowance of 99 cents per kilometre. So on your position description and your contract, if it states in your role and your responsibilities that you are required at times to provide first aid, and in the event you need to provide CPR and you must have your CPR and first aid certificate, you should be provided a first aid kit to have with you at all times. If your employer is introducing you to a new participant, which happens very frequently, there should be a significant handover process. And I see too often NDIS businesses sending random staff who are untrained to clients, which I think is absolutely absurd. But we have created a high level of documentation of an About Me profile for our participants, our support plans, our service schedules, our goals, what we're working towards, even a photo. So our staff are aware of every single thing about our participant, medication, complex behaviours and all. We also do buddy shifts as well. So in no circumstances usually would there be a support worker entering a shift with a new participant on their own. There's either usually an ex-staff member there of that ex-support worker, or one of our staff members or myself. If you get injured at work, or if you get any of your property damaged, like your vehicle, or something happens, that is why your company has insurance and it is not your responsibility. If you have a Cert 3 in community support, you should be getting a minimum level 2 on the SHADS Award. I would be checking to make sure that you are getting fairly compensated for your skill level. There is actually lots of information online about this. Cert 3, automatically you're a level 2.1, which off the top of my head is like $41 an hour. If your employer has no boundaries around communication, i.e. late night texts, late night calls, really early calls, just really inappropriate things that can't wait to business hours, then that is not okay.